plays, getting big plays on.
The sound is going in and out, Coach.
Hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right, you got it?
We can hear you.
All right, I'll go back. Alabama's got a very good football job. We needed to match some scores, had opportunities to do it, move the football well, didn't match some things, had a couple critical drops and missed protection or two, and had some opportunity to miss field goal, some things that we needed to make. Big thing on offense, they did a great job of hitting big plays. They did a real good job of hitting that backed up in situations, and we got to get that fixed, and we'll continue to work on that in that review. I thought our punt cover, we only punted twice on the day. Didn't hurt us there. Our kickoff guy did a great job. Again, we missed a field goal. Punt return, they only punted twice. Didn't get much of that. And so the scenario in the special teams was kind of null and void there in that regard. But we got to stop the big plays, learn to be more efficient on offense and take advantage of some more of those opportunities and to be able to play and compete. But we had some opportunities. And, again, not just disappointed we didn't do it, but there's still a lot to work with. Some of our young guys, we can make some improvement here coming up. We have a chance. We have a good football team. Questions?
All right. Your first question is from Brent Zwerman from the Houston Chronicle.
Jimbo, could you address the defensive backs play and maybe that there aren't any kind of real easy solutions with the schedule staying tough next week as well?
With not only with the DB things, but also the O-line give time to run those double moves. A lot of those, there were some double moves in there that were ran. You got to get to protection. That has a part with it too. And we got to go back and look and evaluate what we were doing. We were bracketing some of those guys, trying to bracket Waddle at times, one-on-one, and they had to pick and choose. And they found the one-on-one matchups. We're able to get the deep balls over the top. We'll look and evaluate and work on it and work on trying to get some pressure and different things we got to do. We'll evaluate on the film. I don't want to comment until I watch the film.
Thank you.
All right, your next question is from John Wilson from KBTX.
Coach, as you go back and watch the film, how much of a teaching tape can this game be, especially for your younger guys going against this Alabama team?
Really good, and especially, not only defensively, but offensively, because we had some opportunities to keep matching scores. And that, we had a little series there where our skill guys were missing signals, just got confused on signals. We had to use a couple timeouts. And the big opportunity, we came back from 14 to 14-14. Then we have a chance there. We have a third down protection. We just get pressured on up inside of back. We get pushed back, and then we get locked in. They throw the pick. We have another protection issue. We don't slide out on the guard. They bring a corner. We get that, but we got to proc the end. As Kellen throws, it gets hit in the face, but still, any turnover there still is always on the quarterback. But if we have that, we have the corner route. And then they score, but then we come right back down. And it being a big play in the game, we got the fourth down. I think if we can hold on that football on that option route right there, right before half, we're going in for a field goal or touchdown to make it 28-17, 28-21, have momentum coming back. I mean, our kids were resilient about competing and coming back. We just got to take advantage of opportunities. Then the second half, we come out the first drive and drive all the way down there. And I thought we had a pass. It was a 4th and 1. We were going for a touchdown right there. And they said no, so we have to kick a field goal. Then we come back, and I believe we score the next one. Or no, we don't score. We miss we don't communicate on an out route, and then we score a touchdown, and we're back down there again. So offensively, too, when you get in those games, how every play can matter because you're right there to score, another 20 points in the game, and got to take advantage of that and can't miss the field goals. But we cannot, give up the big plays on defense and what we do.
Next question is from Robert Sessler from the Bryan College Station Eagle.
Hey, Jimbo, 2 points if I could. 3 receivers with 6 catches each. What was different about the passing game tonight? And then last year, this offensive line gave up a lot of sacks, and today did much better. What was the difference in those two areas?
I think we improved. I think we were better. I think last week we had the turnovers. I think you would have saw some of that. You just didn't see the opportunities to do it because we had the turnovers and the number of plays in which we got, and we converted third downs. I believe we were 10 of 17 on the night. Wiedemeyer had 8, Anias had 6. Chase Lane had 6, Preston had 2. Those guys had some opportunities to catch balls, and they did a good job. And we're getting better. And there's a couple things on some pressures. We had some deep balls. We had a chance, and a couple times we had to flush it out and throw it away. If we could have held just a hair more, but then they're a very, very good team. I think that was one of the keys tonight too. They could hold it that extra second and a half to launch it. And we got to find that extra second sometimes to get it just a little farther down the field. We had some today, but
Thank you.
Your next question is from Travis Brown from the Bryan College Station Eagle.
Hey, Coach. Curious on if you thought their game plan and strategy a little bit earlier was to kind of pick on Jalen Jones over at the corner, and then how you feel like he kind of settled into the game as the game went on.
Bracket coverage with him a lot, but sometimes we had to put him in man. You know what I mean? Occasionally here and there. I thought the one play down the sideline, I have to look at that again. I didn't like that call, but I thought he made a good play there. He got beat on a couple plays, but you know when you're a freshman playing and you're going to play as good a wideouts right there as you're playing, you know it's good baptism, that's for sure. But I thought he competed well in the game and bounced back and did some good things. But you know they're dynamic, and when you got dynamic guys that catch the ball and you get protection, you know it's a great combination.
And then also, was Kellen a captain for the game today? And if he wasn't, was Kellen a captain for the game today?
And we did take him out there. So I like when he comes out, lets him warm up more.
Okay.
Because when you come out there and you're out there doing all that captain stuff, you got to stand. And when you first get out there after being in that locker room, I used to send them out early a lot. We did that, but then say, you know, it feels better when you get out there and you get about 15, 20, 25 throws in going back into the game. So going out there and doing the coin toss and all that, we just let those other guys handle that, which they deserve to be captains too. So we got a few guys. So that wasn't anything in a slight to him. We're just trying to get him loose and everything before the game and how we were doing it.
Okay, great, Coach. Thanks.
Thank you.
If you have questions for Coach Fisher, please send me a private message. Next up is Sam Kahn from ESPN.
Hey, Jimbo, through 2 games, what do you like about your team and what concerns you most about your team so far?
Well, letting opportunities slip, we have to understand how to maximize our opportunities, and every play matters, and learn to put pressure back.
The sound is clipping out.
They had to do it on a more consistent basis on how they're doing things. So, I mean, there's some good and bad, but I mean, you know, 2 games in, there's a lot of work to be done, but it's there. We just got to have the urgency to get it and the details to do it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, looks like the last question is going to be from Cags. I assume that's going to be Justin.
Hey, Coach, on a couple of those deep balls, not the one that Jalen gave up that was a straight go route, but the ones over the middle that were double moves, how much more do you need your safety back there to not fight on that initial move and stay
We
dead?
do. We can't get down in there and do it. He's got to just let the dig go and squeeze it down and then make the tackle and not get double moved back over the top. I mean, that's exactly right. We got to see that. We knew that. And one of them, I know one for sure, we didn't need to be down in there. It was not a, you know, where you're trying to completely bracket and cut. There's some coverages where you try to cut that, but that wasn't one of them for sure. I know wasn't. I don't want to make a statement on the other one until I see the film, but you know, right quick, I've talked to Mike, but not, you know, about every one of those plays, but we'll look at it.
All right, looks like we got one more question from the Eagle. I don't know, Cease, you got it, or?
Okay, now say it.
Okay, it's actually Neolin.
Robert, you got him?
I'm sorry, hey, Coach. I'm sorry if this was up.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry if this was asked already. I got here kind of late. Just would you talk about those 2 plays at the end of the first half, the interception and then the drop on 4th down, and do you feel like that's just kind of where, you know?
It was critical. Yeah, we missed the protection. Couldn't get a follow through on a throwback. Like I say, it's still always a quarterback's issue when you have that. We didn't, so we slid out on the corner, and the guards got to slide out on the end, and he got on the edge and didn't get enough of him, and it caused us to have to throw it. And we had a chance to hit it. I'll look at it and see, but from that. But still, always, you know, anytime you have a guy with the ball, always matters. But we got to do that, and then we get that catch. You know, you're still right there. Keep it. It could be a 1-possession game, or definitely should be a 2-possession game as far as 11 points with 2 scores right there. And then they go back and get a 3-score game and score a touchdown. That was very critical in the game. And
Okay, thanks, Coach.
like I said, that's what I'm talking about. The opportunities right there that we had, and then coming out the second half, that we're going to have a 4th and 1 on the 1 right there. Coming back with the ball again, makes it 35-21 instead of 35. Because whether you say it or not, whether it's 14 points or not, those are 2-play games. When you play a 14-point game, I mean, that's a lot, 2 touchdowns. But at the end of the day, it's still 2 points. And when they get under 3 possessions, that makes a big difference. That was a big play in the game too. So you had 3 of them right there, right, bang, 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 right in a row. And then, but the kids kept fighting and scoring points. So we'll see.
All right, Coach, that's all the questions we have for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
do now is I can forward you, and you can get on for other players. Here's what I'll do is.
If you have questions for the players, please send me a message. I'll get you on the queue.